Okay, so this time it is a Zoom meeting because last time when I just used the camera, I didn't have any notes afterwards. What was that when I was on Teams? I liked the background, but I couldn't figure out how to record. And I just wanted to record the other issues that I don't want to broadcast to the whole world. However, just to note for my own reference, when I was on the Synology that I couldn't go edit any of the stuff there. It showed me that it said I wasn't permitted. I had no permissions for this. So I'm going to just go back into this one would be 1993. So, okay, I may as well. No, of course, I've lost my Zoom. So I want to share screen one, right? So here I am. Oh, okay, this looks like about the right time. I'm looking for a particular photo. I don't know if I can show you that. That's the photo I'm looking for. Why is it black on top? Oh, yeah, it is actually black on top. That's the photo I'm looking for. And if it's not there, I'm going to scan it. And I also have my database. Am I really? It says unmute yourself. I already unmuted myself and I still have the window. Anyhow, I've unmuted myself now. So I didn't hear myself before. I'm not going to repeat what I said. I'm going to just continue blabbering on. So that's not a very respectful attitude towards myself, is it? I am such a professional. I am so amazing. And I am just documenting here what I've been doing. And I'm looking for a photo with the label 93912. So I'm going to go into my database. So I'm going to do that on the screen here now too. I've got a camera database and photos, and I'm going to look for the label that I have on this photo, which is 93912. And I want to look throughout the whole document, any part of any field, and it doesn't have it. All right. So firstly, I'm going to make that not a full window, but then I'll put it on the other side and go back here to looking for this photo. So it was actually 93. What does it say? 93, 912. Okay, so I'm in 93 and I'm looking, and it's Andy and Godwin lying down on the couch on the blue blanket. So that's what I'm looking for here. It's in Linz in 93, and already this is 94, so it looks like it's not there. And then what I was doing before, I was way past. I had gone zoomed further on, much further on to other photos which I had scanned in, which had been saved to the date that I scanned them, even though I'd like to actually save them to a date nearer to what when they were actually taken. That's my goal, to have chronologically sorted photos that I can find and discover exactly where I was and what I was doing and who I was with over the past 70 years. Yes, because these photos span actually even from before my life. I have historical photos from Joseph, from my family, from my father, from my mother. And okay, I had gone through these thing carbon ones too, and there was quite a few duplicates in some of these pockets of photos, not all of them. I have deleted a lot of the duplicates. The last duplicates I noticed were in a Women's Federation conference, so that must have been at least 2002. So I've got to jump ahead. And all right, so I don't know whether I've recently scanned this photo again or not. I'm just looking for an example where I can go and change the date. This looks like these dates are okay, to correct them to see whether the correct edit photo works properly or not. And sometimes it's obvious when the photos are obvious to me, right? That's why I want to do all this. I'm so preoccupied with the concept, the idea that I'm not going to be here forever, and I'm doing this for posterity. And some of this stuff is obvious to me, and this stuff is Godwin and Christoph in New Zealand with the Zengaknaben, the year after we were in Australia. This is when they went to Australia with the Zengaknaben. And okay, so these are the ones where there were lots of duplicates, and I started deleting them, but I have to be careful because some of them are the small ones, and some of them, like, okay, these two, look at this. This one, okay, now I don't see what that is. So I want information, and it's 101. Oh, and it's got me see, the pencil is here. Now I could edit the date. It's 101 kilobytes, this one. And how much is this one? 1.2 megabytes. So I'm going to go and delete this one because it's the same photo. All right, where's the delete? Yeah, okay. Right. Okay. All right. So I have restarted my computer. Now, what is it telling me? You are not authorized to use this service. So have I deleted it or not? This is where, okay, I have to sign in. See here, I have to sign in again. I was already signed in. I'm signing in and stay signed in. Now, when I go here, I won't bother about that. I'll start again from here. So I'm going back to where I was before, and I'll go to the shed. So these are the photos from my camera. That's my garden. Looks like these are duplicates. No, not. I don't know if they're really doubles or not. One way to find out. When I'm on here, okay, first I want to see the size of the photo, 1.7. And then I'm going back to the other one. And that's a duplicate. Why it has uploaded it twice, I don't know. Me barefoot in my garden. What, 2.5? Oh, the HEIC. I don't want the HEIC. I want the other one. Oh, they're both HEIC. Okay. All right. I delete. And basically, I took photos of each of the plants that I saw because I want to use the app to identify the weeds. See this? I'm not sure. Some of them I've already taken a photo while they had while they were flowering, so you can see that they're flowers. But this one, for example, 2.8 megabytes. I don't need it twice. It's here in 2025 and 25.8. And it must have been uploaded from my camera. So all of these ones I can delete. There's a drum beat coming in through the window. You can't hear it probably. So obviously this recording is just a background video that nobody's going to look at. Okay, so here, all right, so the other photos that I've uploaded recently, I don't know where they went to. I thought I had uploaded. Oh, it could be just in scans. All right, so then we'll go into my other directory, into this PC pictures, and see if there's anything in scans, and that's already empty. And sometimes I just put them straight into here. These are scans, yes. But I thought I had already uploaded these ones. So, okay, this one is not. Oh, that's why. Why is it? But if I scanned it, I don't get why. That must have been with my camera. Anyhow, okay, these are the photos that I have now downloaded from Timmy's Google Drive. These are the ones I like as a sample for our house. These ones have to be opened up so that I can see them. And I don't need the other format. And okay, so I'm just creating more and more digital clutter because I've just recorded all this that I'm doing. And what I'm really trying to do is clear my mind and head and desk and clutter. Anyhow, okay, so I'm going to turn off the recording and get back to trying to figure it out. These are the photos that, see, okay, so take this as an example. Okay, I'm going to take this out. No, the other way. I wanted to uh, view, not the speaker. What does immersive mean? Everyone, gather everyone in the same view. No, 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 no. That's not what I meant. I want to. Oh, aren't I sharing the screen? I thought I was sharing this. How did that happen? I thought all this time I was sharing the screen. Maybe I didn't even click share and you were just looking at me and you couldn't see what I was sharing on the screen. Screen one, share. And I don't need the speaker view. I want the Synology photos, which I want only on half the screen. And my computer file on the other half. And we're going to look for these photos from 92, just to show you what I do. All right, so these were, okay, 91, 12, 31. I thought I had already uploaded these, but if I can't see them there, 90, 90, okay, it was after Christoph was born that we went to Australia, yes. Okay, so Auntie Judy came after Christoph was born and we visited my grandparents in Munich. Then I went pioneering in Bratislava and we went to Australia for, oh, so it was the following year. So it was December 91. Okay, okay. I've got to go all the way to the end of 91. Okay, here, okay. So here we go. 91, on Christmas Day, we flew to Australia. Actually, I was looking for photos of Stephen and I wanted to post for his birthday when Gary made a comment about his body size. Anyhow, so this one here is 1.1 megabyte. This one is 1.13. So that's already on Synology. And what I'm going to, and it's got the same name. So it's probably this one that I scanned, right? And I'm going to look for the photo in my database. The database only needs a smaller window. So Godwin on the bicycle. And what I'm going to do here, move this across a bit. I only need the one photo there. This can go further. Okay, and what I want to do here is make a link, a direct link, public. Anybody with the link, right, can go directly to the photo from my database. So if you look for a photo of Joseph and Godwin in Elwood on the 31st of December, and you come to this entry and you click on the link, then you will come to the photo. Good, that works. Now I don't need it in my pictures here anymore because I've got it on the Synology. Next one, Carl Redmond on the 1st of January. That's this one. And that's 1.1, same name. So it's obviously the one that I just scanned this week or last week and added. And because I put the right date in here, in Synology, okay, this needs to be corrected here too. 92 01 01, and that's the other photo. So I want to now make a link to this photo. Copy, save, add to the database. Now I'm looking for this one. The photo of Carl. And now I've just added the, all right, so because I copied the name of the file, I have to recopy the link to the photo. So back to my database. Now I have to delete this, which went into the hyperlink, save it here and check. And there we have the photo of Carl Redmond, and I can delete it from my. So next one, Gail and Lily is this one. 1 megabyte, 1 megabyte. This is my photo. Look for it in my file, Lily and Gail, and find the link, save, add it to the database, check it, confirm, delete. So that's what I'm going to be spending my time doing for a while. This is Godwin on the beach. That's a horror. Okay, there's a vertical one here. 120, 1.3, 1.26. Okay, that'll do. Find the photo. Godwin on Elwood Beach. Create a link. Copy. Save. Check. Delete. And then the same picture vertically is not there. So maybe that can still be uploaded. And it should work like this. Uploading and processing. So I go to my database. I look for the reference of the photo. And it's there. But I don't find it. Is that across? So it may or may, of course, it could be that it ends up at the beginning on today's data. See? So now I have to go, it's because I uploaded it just now, it appears as a photo from just now. So I need to go into this photo and let me show you what you can't see it with that there. Go to the information and edit. Go back to a smaller window. 1992. So yes, it probably was the 1st of January when we went to Elwood for the pledge service. And now I create a link, copy, save. That's the one I'm looking for. So bring it back to the screen here. Add the link here. Save it, check it. And I have that photo there, so I can delete it here. So the point of this is I'm clearing the space on my computer and making it available on the Synology for everybody. This is from the same time. So first I look in my database, if it's there already. Because if it's there already, it means I've entered it somewhere. And if I don't find it, it's probably just walking along the street in St Kilda. So here we've got the 1st of January. The other one, I guess, when I restart this or reload, that other photo will turn up here. And I don't see that there, so I'm going to upload that here. And I believe same procedure. I need to, this didn't find anything, is that right? Yes, so I'm going to, well, it might also be, a lot of the photos were uploaded with different names and I've renamed them in the meantime, but no, okay. So add record, I always put the original name down here and then what I'm going to edit it to in the label, but that's the name that it's going to keep now. And I have to remember to put in the date that I want to indicate the actual date that the photo was taken. So this is a lesson to anybody who's trying to go through my files to know what to do with Synology. And it's somewhere in Australia, probably Elwood or St Kilda. And if I upload it here, then, okay, the link will possibly be, okay, one item skipped. So, of course, I'm doing the running commentary, right? I'm telling you what I'm doing. I'm editing the date to the date that often I don't even know exactly when the photos were taken because this is before the age of digital photos. And sometimes we hang on to the film for months before the photo was even edited. So, okay, now I want my database. That's the right photo, right? Now I'm going to go for a link. So here am I working in retrospect, trying to make digital records of information which was not digital at the time. This was all analog. This was all information that we had, photos, videos, negatives. And as a data assistant, I like to have information under control and to organize it and manage it to make it available. Now, this particular photo, I took it at Victoria Market. I remember it distinctly because I remember clearly, okay, I've already uploaded it here. So I just need to find the entry in the database. I had spent 40 days witnessing in Bratislava. It was still under the communist rule. And you couldn't even buy bread and butter when you wanted to. You had to wait until the shops had what you wanted. And then there were great queues, great lines of people who wanted to buy the stuff. And sometimes by the time you got, by the time it was your turn, by the time you got to the counter, the stuff had already been sold and you couldn't even get it. So vegetables was hardly even available. It was the basic, it was bread and butter that the people were fighting for and waiting in queues to get. And then I landed in Victoria Market and look, these carrots, cauliflowers, cabbage, these things which I could not believe the waste. And that was okay, that's how I dealt with it. I took a photo. And I do believe I wrote about it in my blog. Now, that was 92, so it was 33 years ago. And it still moves me to tears because there are still people who don't get enough to eat, who don't know where their next meal is coming from. And there is still tons of stuff being wasted. And I still want to contribute to making this world a better place, to helping us to serve one another, to see from another's perspective, to recognize. It's so important for people to travel, to connect to other people, to sharpen their consciousness, their conscience, and their sensitivity, and to recognize how we can serve one another. And even for me, even if it's just a matter of taking a photo, posting it, sharing it, blogging about it. In this case, it was, again, it was all this salad and vegetable stuff that was lying on the floor under the trucks, which is going to be swept away. Yeah, it fell on the floor, so we leave it there. This is stuff that people in some places go into the fields and paddocks and forests looking for these leaves to pick to eat. And it's just lying on the floor and it gets thrown away because we don't need it. Don't need it. So that's what I'm doing, and I can stop recording now because I'm just going to continue doing that. Okay, so back to my stop my share and stop the meeting.